Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about which products you should save your money on and buy it at the drugstore instead of at a high-end boutique retailer. And I already did part one of this video talking about which products you should definitely invest in. So if you're interested in that, I will link it up in a card and in the description box below. Definitely go check that video out too. So if you guys are curious about which products you should save your money on, go ahead and keep on watching. So let's start off with primers. Primers is a step in my makeup routine that I don't really do anymore unless I'm going to a wedding where I'm going to be photographed all night as part of the bridal party or something like that, because I just really don't see the difference necessarily. I feel like a good moisturizer does the trick under a foundation, but I definitely did come across some really good primers at the drugstore in my day. I don't have all of them in front of me now, but I do have these two still. This one over here is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is oil-free and it is a skin perfecting primer. I like this because it's not silicone based, but it does a great job of blurring and mattifying your pores. So if you are oily or combination skin, you are going to love this primer. A lot of people say that it's comparable to the Hourglass Veil Primer. I definitely see a comparison. Over here, I have the Loreal True Match Lumi Glotion. Now, I just love the L'Oreal Lumi line. I think that it is a great line, has tons of amazing products. This right here is in the shade Medium Glow, and it's a natural glow enhancer. So this is something that I like to use to bronze the skin underneath my foundation, and this is similar in nature to the By Terry Sunny Flash, I think it's called, base. I can't remember the exact name now off the top of my head, but anything that has a tinted glow in nature style primer is what this guy is going to do. It just gives such a beautiful sheen to the skin. I even like to use this alone without any foundation on top, maybe just a little bit of concealer, and it's stunning. I've also heard really good things about Milani's primer, though I've never personally tried it. I just know that there are a lot of very good picks of primers at the drugstore, and I can personally speak on those two. Next up, blush. Milani, Revlon, Wet n Wild. Who else did I try blushes from? e.l.f. did pretty good blushes. I just found some really good blushes at the drugstore. This is by far my favorite though. These are the Baked blushes by Milani. If you want just like a one and done for sure, no, it's going to be amazing, definitely go with this guy. And in the shade Luminoso, this is one of my favorite blush colors ever. It is a dupe for MAC's Warm Soul, and it is stunning on the cheeks. It's going to give you a similar color to what I have going on over here today, just with more sheen to it. It's just such a stunning blush. I've had this for years and years and years and years. Another thing that you can find pretty good at the drugstore these days are highlighters. This one right here is by Wet n Wild, and they are known for their highlighters at the drugstore. This is in the shade Precious Petals, and it is such a pretty, it's not a rose gold shade, but it almost looks rose gold in the pan. It's a very pretty, natural, golden undertone with a little bit of peach undertone highlighter, but it's not that like true gold highlighter. It's a nice in between. It's a very stunning highlighter. It's very smooth, very finely milled. It blends into the skin beautifully. It's just an all in all great highlighter and only a few dollars. Next up, I do not see the need at all whatsoever to spend anything more than $10 to $15 on a mascara. I just don't see the difference at all. This right here is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. It literally looks like a telescope. It is the best mascara that I've ever used. The wand is super unique because it's super thin, but it gives the most beautiful lengthening look as well as adding volume to the lashes. And because of the mascara wand being so thin, it doesn't make a huge mess all over the lid space or at the lash line. It's just a great mascara, lasts a super long time, doesn't flake off anywhere. It doesn't transfer. It's amazing. And I have tried tons of high-end mascaras. Nothing compares to this. I go back to it every single time. And anyone who has tried this, per my recommendation, has not used anything else since either. Moving over to brows, I literally use drugstore brow products 99% of the time when I'm doing my brows. And they're all L'Oreal products, minus this one is by Milani. This is the brow shaping wax and it's clear. And I like to use this first to set down my brows before I go in with a pencil. And I prefer a pencil to fill in my eyebrows. And I have two different styles. This one right here has that like slanted, almost triangle tip that Anastasia Beverly Hills does. And this is just like a classic, really fine tip brow pencil right here. They are both in the shade Dark Brunette. And this one is called the Brow Stylist Shape and Fill, and this is the Brow Stylist Definer. And then I like to use this Brow Stylist Brow Gel. This is all of the words are rubbed off of this by now, but this is just a tinted brow gel that I like to go on top and set with. Now, last but not least, lipstick. I definitely think that you can find tons of incredible lipsticks at the drugstore. This one right here is actually one of the first lipsticks that I ever purchased. I think that I must have been in 6th or 7th grade. This is in the shade Sassy Mauve by Revlon. I don't even think that they still make this packaging or this color anymore, but I just have this up here for reference. I think that Milani does incredible lipsticks as well. Who else have I tried from? I've tried from Revlon, Loreal, and actually the Katy Perry and CoverGirl collaboration years ago. CoverGirl lipsticks are good. You can't go wrong with the drugstore lipstick. So that's it for today's video. It's very short and sweet. I just wanted to show you which products are great at the drugstore. If you're curious about why I chose all the high-end products to be purchased high-end, then go ahead and check out that video because I do go into detail about why I chose the high-end versions versus the drugstore. So definitely go check out that video. If you enjoyed this one, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.